Hey, how's it going, everyone? I hope that you're all having an amazing day. My day is going alright, but let's just jump right into Old School RuneScape's update for this week. I'm just going to read it off to you guys so you don't have to, so be sure to drop a like on the video because every like really goes a long way in helping these videos do good. So let's just jump right on into it. The post basically reads as follows. It says, "This week sees the end of the Twisted League, the opening of the League reward shop, and some more game improvements from poll number 69. So, after 2 months, the Twisted League has come to an end. It's been amazing to watch all of you run, no offense to the Walker gang, around Kurend in Kibos, earning League points and in general having a great time. We've gathered a few Twisted League statistics that we'd like to share with you guys. So there are a bunch of really cool numbers here that I'm just going to read off to you guys. It starts off with the average total level of players in the league was 1,033. A total of 1,097,000 Slayer tasks were completed during the league. 23 Twisted Bows were dropped. 7,024 pets were obtained. The Phoenix was the most common with 3,079 of those. And the rarest was the Omelette, with just 20 of them making an appearance. The Chambers of Xeric were completed 24,500 times. A total of 2,750,000 farming contracts were completed during the league. 3 million clue scrolls were solved and completed, consisting of 1 million easy, 650,000 medium, 1.2 million hard, 97,000 elite, and 133,000 master clue scrolls. The most completed task saw 105,000 of you complete the level 20 Thieving League task. The second most completed task saw 97,549 of you complete the level 20 Woodcutting League task, and the third most completed task saw 95,363 of you complete the level 20 Firemaking League task. And then they go on to talk about the amount of people who got trophies. Apparently there were 20,830 people who attained the Dragon Trophy, 10,000 people who attained Rune, 5,000 Adamant, 1.7 thousand Mithril, 500 Steel, 80 Iron, and 10 Bronze. Players who have not logged into the leagues since the update, which allowed the automatic claiming of league points, will be teleported to a black void upon logging into the Twisted League world. But don't panic, this is temporary state will only last until the system has recovered your unclaimed league points and calculated your final point total. You'll be logged out once the points are claimed. If you are a member, use the Member Twisted League Worlds, or if your membership has run out, you can use the free-to-play Twisted League Worlds. Players who do not have any league points to claim will not be able to log into the Twisted League world and need not fear the black void of calculation. With the close of the Twisted Leagues, the League Reward Shop has opened for business. You can access the shop by talking to the League's tutor, who is still hanging out in Kurend Castle. There's a table below that details the rewards available and their cost. You can get a Twisted League banner for 750. You can get the Twisted League Home Teleport Scroll for 750. You can get the Twisted League outfit tiers 1, 2, and 3 at a max of 10,000 cost. You can get a Twisted League POH Wall Kit for 4,000 and a Twisted League Slayer Helm Recolor for 6,000. Looks like you can get all of the rewards for just under 22,000. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And that's all that they have for the Twisted Leagues. I didn't play in the Twisted Leagues this time around. Didn't really pique my interest, but hopefully whoever did play in it had some fun doing it, and hopefully Jagex comes out with some more PvP related leagues coming out soon, because I'm a huge fan of the Deadman mode. But let's move on and talk about poll number 69, which is game improvements. They've made some changes to the game based on the results of old school poll number 69. Portal Nexus and Portal Room. The following Arceus and Weiss teleports have now been added to the Portal Nexus and Portal Room in the player-owned house. I'll just read off the list. the Weiss teleport, Lumbridge Graveyard teleport, Draenor Manor teleport, Battlefront, Mind Altar, South Graveyard, Frankenstein's Castle, West Ardoon, Harmony Island, Cemetery, Barrows, and Apatol. So now you could potentially teleport to Barrows from your house, Portal Nexus. That's a good one. That's pretty good. And you must have a minimum of 60% Arceus favor to add these teleports to your Portal Nexus. I'm not sure if you need to have the 60% favor to use them. I wouldn't believe so, unless they change something. Glowing Dagger and Blue-Right Sword. Players can now get the Glowing Dagger and Blue-Right Swords after finishing the Legends quest and the Knight's Sword. I don't know what the Glowing Dagger is, but in order to obtain a new Blue-Right Sword post-quest, you just give Virgo the Blue-Right ore and a couple iron bars like usual. And I'm guessing the Glowing Dagger is some sort of new quest item, and you can receive that by speaking to Radimus Urkel. I've only done the Legends quest like one time, though, in my entire RuneScape career, so don't quote me on any of that. Moving on, apparently the Bruma Torch, you can now use the Bruma Torch to light braziers and smoke traps. Again, I'm not sure where that applies, but in other news, Granite Cannonballs are once again the correct shade of gray. The Imbued Heart and Mint Cake can now be used while the bank is open. Zamorak Brews can now be consumed while the bank is open without the damage prompting your bank to close. The bank's default size is now slightly taller for players who've hidden the tabs so that it can fit the updated menu and worn item so it can fit the updated menu and worn item screen. Players who log out near the flag spawn point during a Castle Wars game will be moved down to the next floor to discourage repeated relogging into that spot. The Disc of Returning can now be purchased from Diango and Draenor. Phalo now accepts Zarket Om trimmed for his clue. Purdue's screen now shows the updated Fremnik boots. Some hover text on the account side panel has had its spacing and colors corrected. The message on the Brimstone Ring now uses defense rather than defense in its message for consistency with the game's usual style. You can now choose to shoo the Varrock's stray dog instead of petting them. You monsters. They crack me up, dude. Whoever writes these is funny and throws in a little bit here and there. It gives me a good laugh. But the music track unlock message has been disabled on Tutorial Island. So that's all the news that RuneScape has coming out with today. Hopefully with one of their live stream Q&As we get some information on what sort of next league that they plan on coming out with. That'll be some exciting news. But if this video helped you out at all, be sure to hit the like button. Every like does a ton for me. Sorry that I want to apologize for being somewhat monotone. My knee is just still in a throbbing amount of pain, but I just wanted to read these and get this video out there for you guys. So goodbye.